So I'm going to continue. For some reason, it blocked at 15 minutes or 16 minutes before. But I do have more to share on this topic, so I will do that. Yeah, so basically, the DNA is based on this 64-fold geometry, making us a holographic microcosm of the entire cosmos. So again, many of us now are becoming aware of the one, the law of one. We come from one source, one God source. We are mind, body, spirit complexes. So we are an entity that has a mind, body, spirit. And then we are here to contribute to the field in consciousness, the field of... So it's a participative universe. We need to participate. And I mean, I don't mean we need to, I mean we are. We always are participating, whether we're aware of it or not, because our thoughts are sending out these pulses of information, and then we're getting back what we put out. So we reap what we sow, as they say in the text. So to be aware of that changes the whole game, right? Because then, and also love thy neighbor as you love yourself, forgive them for they know not what they do, all these, kind of Christian or texts that come with the Bible, taking the religious part out and just allowing the messages to come through and to link them with, the sacred life, sacredness of life, and being in service to that life, and to the expansion or the evolution or the contribution that we can make towards humanity as a one species amongst many others. So again, the ecological... Once you know yourself that God is in all, if you can't see God in all, you can't see God at all, because we're made of the same stuff as everything here. And we're supposed to be tending the garden. We're supposed to be caring about this. And that obviously has not been happening for a while. But I know that it is still happening in pockets, and those are growing. And as we see the older systems kind of not making sense anymore, completely convoluted, we are more and more empowered to say, hey, wait a second, we can make this symbiotic, holistic, holographic reality, or hologenetic, however, which one you want to choose. They kind of go together. But it's about us really embodying it and being the change. So I'm talking about all this. What am I doing personally to be aligning and practicing with what I'm preaching or speaking? I don't want to be preaching. I just want to share information. Because really, take it or leave it. This is where we're at too. It's like, if it resonates, great. And if it doesn't, you go somewhere else and you get the information you need on your journey at that time. And I'm always on that journey of learning more and overriding something that I used to believe and now I don't, because the information doesn't relate anymore. And that way we're spiraling. We're spiraling into more of our higher consciousness and allowing the information stream to be pure, to not be like my ego says that that's what I've been talking about. Now people are going to say, oh my God, what's she talking about? Okay. Because we are learning here, and and until we are completely embodied as a master and able to manipulate reality and matter in a very tangible, real way, and some are doing that. I have witnessed that, and I'm going to be practicing that more and more as well, like levitation and moving objects just with thought, and also connecting with, energetic fields with others and things like that. So fascinating stuff happening, and it's going fast, like I said, because when you ask, you receive. So if I'm asking for this information to clarify certain streams that I'm getting or codes, then I can do that. And again, I'm far from knowing everything, but I'm a geobiologist, I'm a geographer, I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher, Reiki master, Holy Fire. I've been studying, the Bible and Christian texts for a while with the Bhagavad Gita, and and I see the correlations between some of like this information. And again, this is fun for me. Like it's like when I have free time. So there's something there that I need to share, because why am I focused on that? And somebody else might build just like I'm building, and we're all building this web of, clarity of information for each other. And yeah. So quickly, I'm just gonna read this little part in the L fields and T fields I was talking about before, the life fields and thought fields, and how these are actually composing reality, our thoughts. All of life reduces to electricity and magnetism acting on L and T fields. All matter is bipolar, held together by these unseen fields. All of chanting, mantras, and meditation affect these polarities. All disease, illness, growth, decay, and emotions are also regulated by them. You can fix your life by interacting with these underlying fields, and through them, create, act, and live closer to God. So, who doesn't want to be closer to God? Who doesn't want to be feeling that they have absolute faith in their lives, in who they are, and that knowing that once you've set the intention and it's an alignment, because I do believe that the more you know thyself, the more you know yourself, the more you will be in alignment with what your intentions are. And the other thing is to be in service. So we're here not for the personality the personality has to have, its place, I guess, because we are functioning in this all together and at the level of awareness that is currently happening. And there's people you can relate with really well and get you, and there's others who have no clue what you're talking about, and and then you just, talk about the weather or whatever. But but if you're interested in these things and you study, and then you practice your own breath work and connecting with nature and, other experiences that you are having, then you can just, it through your embodiment, through your own cellular genetic, makeup that is imprinting this. And it's imprinting, but it's like imprinting it back out to source, creator, that created this whole thing in the first place. So we are fractals, or parts of the whole, and each one of us is unique. And this is what the Gene Keys really brings home, is there's no competition, because we are all part of it. And when you say you are the drop in the ocean, no, you are the ocean, and we're all drops in it, and all these different metaphors or spiritual quotes that we come around. The field is the governing force of the particle. So yeah, the field is where everything happens, but is it happening through us, or is it coming from us? This is always the question. And I believe it's both. Again, the polarity, the duality, it's about transcending. It's not this or that, it's this and that. It's like the there's a point where it comes together, you know, and you just, you know it, but you can't necessarily always explain it verbally. Anyways, that's my my thing, is not always being able to explain. But so I highlighted a few parts of the DNA in, yeah, so today with the field and the auric field, that is something else that I would like to go deeper into the next time. I'm not going to go too much into this because it's going to be too long of a video. But this part, in again at the beginning of the Gene Keys Codon book, the human body emits a range of subtle bioelectric energy signatures, which taken together form a powerful electromagnetic field known as the aura. Over 100 different cultures have given names to this phenomena, so in a way it's not a new revelation. What is new is the understanding that the DNA molecule's primary role in the body, even before protein synthesis, is in fact electromagnetic reception and transmission. By converting frequency into chemistry, your DNA generates the overall vitality and quality of your aura. As the gift frequency grows in your life, your aura grows. Your aura is directly linked with your health and with your ability to generate and transmit light waves out into your environment. Within your body, higher frequencies open your heart and flood you with rushes of love and even ecstasy. Such waves reach right into the auric fields of others, where they can unlock blocked pathways and give you access to powerful healing energies. So, you know, this is what the Christ teachings are about. That what I am able to do, you will do, and more. Something like that is mentioned. And I read all of Yogananda's books, and you know, the second coming of Christ consciousness is not one being that comes back. It's not like Christ is coming back. It's a collective field together, working, understanding these teachings, and knowing that the potential to become the Christ is really within all of us, to know that thy will be done, and through the Father, through God, anything's possible. So we're opening up this, and it is happening already. Lynn McTaggart has a group called The Power of Eight, where they do healings together with 8 people. They've come to realize that it's somehow a powerful magical number that brings healings to people. And again, the person must be receptive and you know, believe. We know that in epigenetics also that the what do you call it, the placebo effect is also very current in a lot of you know, the placebo effect, where people are told that they had an operation or they take a pill, but it's a sugar pill, and but they believe that it works, and so it ends up working. And personally, I healed myself when the doctor said I would never walk again and I would be in a wheelchair. I refused that, and I visualized myself playing, riding my bicycle, you know, walking my dog, all these things. And I never for a moment thought that, I never saw myself in a wheelchair. And so that reality never came true. Thank God, even though it took over a year for me to walk again, because I was actually paralyzed. So these are my experiences, and I know that through visualization and intention and perseverance, or even just letting it go, knowing that that's going to be the reality and that's it. You don't question it, because when we do, then we're putting those thoughts into the field. Oh no, I'm never going to succeed. Oh no, my business is going to fail. Oh no, he's going to leave me for another woman, or all these things, you know, that we can go into our imagination, for better or for worse, because if we're not aware, we're doing it there's going to be a force that's going to eventually bring that upon our reality. So thought fields, T fields are super powerful. Be aware of that. And I hope that today, and I'm going to continue, as I said, the Ernest Holmes, I'm going to be reading because these books are mind-blowing, and they connect the dots again with reality creation and thoughts. And I just think that it could help so many people if they realize, if they understand the power that they have. And I know there's a lot of channels out there talking about manifestation and, intention, and for sure. But maybe with the codons and the DNA and working with the Book of Changes allows us to really tap into the universal truth that we that we are powerful creators. And yeah, and I will share some of my stories as I go, because I've had so many, and I was writing, but I also like to share by speaking, because then people can say, yeah, it's true. It actually happened. So, and I'm continuing to create my reality. I'm probably still very limited in what I believe to be possible, because I'm busting free from, from the genetics, the codes that have been brought through ancestry, saying that and then that we're limited, and all of that. So yeah, doubt will definitely kill faith. So will fear. And so understanding that really allows us to become the observers and the scientists, and yeah, and then participate. And so that's my contribution for today on this. Sorry for the flashing again. I'll be posting this very soon. Thanks. Take care, everyone. Namaste.